Hey Aries, welcome to your August reading. This is the Guiding Chariot. This is going to be a timeless general reading for all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. For my regular subscribers, if you watched the Tuesday or Timeless Tuesday video, you know I'm not at home, so that's why the setup's a little different this week. So bear with this week and next week will be a little funky. It may change again next week. Who knows? And then we'll be back home and can do all of our normal things again. Little house rules before we get started. This is a timeless reading, so no matter when you find it, just because you come across it in September and it was posted in August, it does not matter. The message will come to you when it's meant to. My only ask is that you do not force any of the messages. If there's a certain card or a certain message that comes through, doesn't fit your situation, doesn't make sense, that one was just not for you. Leave it on the table, take the rest. All right, okay, Aries, we're starting out strong. We're going to pull a few oracle cards, and remember, you may resonate with all of them. Just a few of them, take it as it comes, and then we will dive into the tarot for a deeper message. We'll take the one that flipped over. Let's see, well, at least one more. There you go. Perfect. No. It literally was like, where'd it come from? Okay, oh, 2 came out that time, so we got 4. Sweet. Oh. Aries, you have a nice week coming up ahead of you. So we have Sacred Pool. Love this card. And then we also have Wishing Well. Love this. Someone else got this card. Oh, I can't think who it is now. But these two, I absolutely love. And especially having them together. So the Wishing Well, all about setting those intentions, right? We're putting that wish out. We just had the new moon, so if you put any new moon intentions, you're already there. I love it. Sacred Pool is, in a way, almost kind of like a blessing. Like, if you can see, it might be hard to see on camera, but like you can kind of see there's someone lying in the water, almost like she's getting cleansed, right? It might be a little tricky to see, but there's someone in there, and then there's kind of like this, I'm going to call it a vapor. We're going to call it a vapor, kind of like rising off of her. So this is a beautiful cleansing. I think there was something on my lens. I hope that's a little clearer. Maybe you can see it better now. There we go. So there's this beautiful like cleansing, but it's very like sacred. Even though it's a sacred pool, I always feel like it's being cleansed in light, right? So you might be going through some type of release that's going on. We might be finishing some things and getting rid of some, last low vibe kind of feelings or emotions. But that release, that cleansing in a way, is opening space for this new manifestation. So beautiful spot for manifestation, my lovely Aries. And then you also have kind of more on top of that. You have unexpected visitors, and it's into the unknown, right? Yeah, into the unknown. If I have any Disney fans, you better start putting on Frozen 2 right now. So love these, but these both kind of speak the same message, and just kind of trusting what's happening, having faith into the unknown. Of course, just literally what it says, into the unknown. There are going to be some new circumstances. You may have to step out of your comfort zone. You may be in new situations, meeting new people. Just kind of trust, go with it. There's a reason why we're moving in that direction, and it's all good. And then unexpected visitors is literally about little surprises. It could definitely be people, it could be opportunities, but things you didn't see coming, things you never expected. It's a wonderful card of just synchronicity and the right timing and the right opportunities coming in, but legit, you do not see it coming, Aries. Which is probably why we need to have the Sacred Pool and Wishing Well come out first, right? So clearing out any low vibe energies, so doubt, frustration, anything that keeps you stuck. Putting those beautiful intentions out there with that Wishing Well. We just had the Page of Pentacles fall on top of the Wishing Well, all about that growth opportunity. We've also got Strength. So this definitely can be speaking to having the power and the ability or the competency to achieve all these goals, these manifestations. This can also speak to Leo season. I mean, we're closing out Leo season. We're pretty much in Virgo season as we speak, pretty much. But this could have been something that started in Leo season as well, or you could be dealing with a Leo, a little fellow fire sign. but it definitely feels like there are some new, I don't even want to like limit it to people. Like it could be anything new, but it is going to be, like I said, you're not going to see it coming, and it probably will be outside of like the realm of where you expect it or what you're comfortable with, what you're familiar with. Okay, we got a whole bunch of that last time. Let's see what we got here. So we got Justice and the Nine of Swords. So feeling anxious, might even be worrying or obsessing over exactly this balance. Could be dealing with a Libra, but it could be this balance. This idea that, you know, I should be at this level, or I want to make this happen. Will it happen? Have I done enough? Have I done too little? Right? Have I put in enough to get out what I expect? And then kind of obsessing and thinking about it far too much, to a point where it's starting to kind of mess with you a little bit. These three we got in, they came in reverse, but I'm actually I'm going to flip them back over because I'm not feeling them in reverse. Because this energy feels very, very up your alley. So Page of Wands is that spark, it's that inspiration. This is totally connected to that wishing well. So we have Page of Pentacles speaking to the growth potential, and Page of Fire, which is that divine spark, right? We're going to put those two together. So this is something that is literally lighting your fire. This is a passion. This is something you're very, very in love with. It's something that's your baby. This is like the thing that gets you up in the morning. We also have the Emperor. So here you are, Aries, very in line. So I love when you show up in your own reading. But this is great, especially knowing that we have Sacred Pool, right? So there's this kind of cleansing, this release, this kind of like release of the tension. Like think of this almost kind of like a sauna. You just, all the bad stuff just kind of steams off you and you're just nice and fresh and new. So perfect sense that you have the Emperor card popping up with Sacred Pool. And we also have the Three of Cups, which is celebration and friendship. This is also a beautiful thing. I think this is more connected to the unexpected visitors. I think these are new friendship connections. I think these are new people that you are going to click with. You're going to vibe well. Whether they just be friends, maybe a lover, maybe business partners. It feels very, very linked, these two. All right, your cards are just jumping. All right, so we have the Three of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands, lots of fire in this reading, and the King of Pentacles. Hope you can see them all. All right, so Three of Wands in reverse. We've been looking for something for a long time, haven't we, Aries? Whatever this wishing well is. Even though it could be a new wish, it's related to an old thing, or you're just wishing for the same thing again that you've been longing for a while. The Three of Wands in reverse tells me you've been waiting a while. It almost felt like like you're watching your shipping tracking, and you're like, okay, you left that state. Why are you not in my state yet? Where are you? You left this state and you haven't been anywhere else? What are you doing? Like, it's kind of like that. But then you have this Queen of Wands and this King of Pentacles. So this could be speaking to this person coming in. I feel like you're showing up regardless of your gender. I feel like you're showing up as the Queen of Wands, not only because your element is fire, but it also seems that you're already in a place of attraction, right? We've talked about manifestation with this wishing well. Queen of Fire or Queen of Wands, literally everything comes to her. All her manifestations are attracted to her. She is magnetic. She's not the one going out and chasing things. So it would make perfect sense to me that she is attracting this king, whether it's romantic, platonic, whatever it is. But this is someone who's very grounded, very stable, very well manifested. So it would be a great business partner if this is a work thing. This would be a very stable, committed provider if this is a new partner. Beautiful energy. For some of you, since we had the Emperor popping up as well, this could be you, right? So take it as it resonates. You could be one or the other, right? So you could be the one that's super grounded, very secure, well manifested, stable, and then, you know, this might be who's entering in, right? This might be the person coming to you, or, well, you're probably still coming to them. What a nice positive reading, Aries. I feel like it's all all still on the surface though. I want this to go deeper. Two of Wands here, so setting intentions. Two of Wands fell right on our pages. So it does make me wonder if we're, I mean, anytime you get a 2, you have to make a decision, right? There's something that needs to, you know, this or that, yes or no, all of that. So having this come out, for the most part, I'm sure you guys know what this wishing well is, if you haven't already set these wishes. If not though, this is the moment we really need to like sort this out. Like really, what do we want to be doing? What direction do we want to be heading? What's the life we want to live, right? Because this is all about putting out those intentions. And honestly, if this 2 isn't sorted, it makes sense why this 3 came up in reverse, right? They can't make the delivery if you can't place an order, right? So for those of you, if that is kind of resonating, I would say it's one thing to have an intention, right? It's nice to be like, let's do a stupid, crazy example. So let's say, you know, I want to live in a 4-bedroom house so I can do whatever. You know, you just want a big house, want a big, fancy, gorgeous house. You know, that's a beautiful intention. Great. You know, there's so much more that comes along with that, right? So then then it's like, well, you know, you have to have the abundance to pay for it and afford it. You know, where is it going to be? Does it, you know, because you could manifest this beautiful house, but it's on the other side of the country. Is that where you want to live? Is that what you want to do? Now, that might be a beautiful opportunity. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I will say you want to kind of lay out the perfect visual, not just I want a big house, right? Because like, let's say your ideal life means living in this big house, working in the city, doing, I don't know, fashion design. I don't know why that popped into my head, but you want to live in a big house, work in the city, doing fashion. You know, if you get the opportunity to live in a big house that's, you know, in the middle of the country, not going to be in perfect alignment. It's going to feel a little funny, and you're going to be like, what is this? What da 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 da. So I would say when it comes to manifestation, you got to work on the feeling, and that's super easy for you to do as a fire sign. Super easy for you to do. You guys are so already kind of in tuned with spirit and already naturally great manifestors. So you kind of have a leg up on this. But if you're not connecting to the feeling, like what it feels like to live this life, what it feels like to have these things, that's where that passion and that fire comes from. We talked a little bit about that with this Page of Wands, that divine spark, especially for you as a fire sign, when you can feel it in that space where it's igniting passion and getting your ambition going. That's the magic for you, right? Because that's where you're in your element. Whoa. Yep. That was the jankiest shuffle ever. What was that? We're taking them, but that was beautiful. Just what we needed to see. All right, so first one that came out, and it's ironic it's coming out right on the 9. It's Wands, right? Yeah. So 10 of Wands. So we talked about this with the 3 of Wands. Definitely has been a long road, right? Definitely been working away, trying to make this happen. I would, you know, safely assume. So not only mentally have you been trying to work on it and possibly even obsessing over it, because 9 of Wands, definitely a kind of stressful, anxious kind of energy. Like, where is it? What is it doing? So it may have put you in kind of an obsessive space because we're trying to manifest it, something that's very important to us, and you know, wondering why it's not here. So this 10 of Wands, indicative of the journey, but also great because 10s usually mark the end, right? Because that's the end of the suit. So coming to an end, you can finally kind of lay those stress and those burdens down because you are receiving this blessing, especially with the sacred pool here. And then we have the Sun, beautiful, bringing life, vitality, manifestations, Hierophant, spirituality. To me, this is kind of what we're talking about manifesting. We need to connect to the emotion and to the feeling, right? And, you know, there's also an idea of, you know, just kind of having faith. We talked a little bit about that with the into the unknown and unexpected visitors. There are going to be moments you're just kind of stepping out of your comfort zone. You have to be okay and trust that there's a divine plan, because there is one. And 6, yeah. And then 6 of Wands, success, victory, recognition also. With recognition popping up, that can also be between these two. Regardless which side you're on, there's also it could also be being recognized, right? Yeah, and then we can come together, right? If we don't know who each other are, we can't find each other. So there also could be a recognition happening between these two individuals. Beautiful reading, absolutely beautiful reading. It's it's interesting because I'm like, I want this to go deeper, and everything feels kind of surfacey, almost because it's almost kind of cloudy. It's literally almost kind of cloudy, where it's like shh, it's a surprise. We don't want to tell Aries just yet. It's a surprise. Like, but it's very nice. Most of what is being asked of you really is summed up in the Hierophant, to have faith and continue to be devoted to whatever this dream is, right? Whatever you threw into the wishing well, whatever that coin was, whatever it meant, continue to hold faith in it. Continue to believe in it. Know that you are worthy and deserving of it, whatever that life looks like for you. If you don't know all the details, again, be sure to kind of lay that out. And again, remember to feel it. Like, I can't stress that enough for you as a fire sign. Beautiful. But success and victory are on their way, my friends. And you know what? Whoever these new people are coming in, whether it's love or platonic, like, they're going to be very good friends. You guys are going to have a lot of fun together. Beautiful, beautiful, fun reading. Great way to start my morning. You're my first reading of the day, so I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, my lovely Aries, I'm going to wrap up your reading there. Great news for the week ahead, so continue to vibe high. And again, if you need any clearing, this is now a time to do it. So maybe take a salt bath, meditate, just cool off some steam. Maybe even the sauna, like I said. Let off some steam, because let off some steam. We know we've had some, so just take a woosah, but very, very nice, positive week ahead. As always, thank you. I love you guys for all the support you give to me and my channel. If you like this video, I'd appreciate if you could drop a comment down below, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We get together every week, so make sure you hit that bell so you can be notified when your next message comes up. And until next week, I love you guys. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in your next video. Bye.